Hi, my name is Janis, I love Edison Format, and today we're going to summon Destiny End Dragoon, so let's go. Quick introduction, our opponent, he's on a quick draw Dark World engine, making use of all the discards provided by Drill Warrior, and we are going to draw a lot of cards. So immediately, Upstart Goblin. Now we have 2 level 8s, pitch 1 to trade in, get a Polymerization. Get Prisma, use the effect of Prisma, declare Dogma. The name becomes Dogma. Now we can Destiny End Dragoon first turn. The boy is here. Can our opponent out it? He has a dimensional prison. So for those of you who don't know, Destiny End Dragoon, what does he do? Once per turn you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if it was face up, your opponent takes damage equal to the attack it had on the field. But he can't attack, or you can't go to battle phase that turn. And then also, when Destiny End Dragoon is in your graveyard, it's like a 3-1 frog. All you have to do is banish one Destiny hero and he comes back. So yeah, that's a little bit better than a 3-1 recursion. So if you get him out, he's really, really strong. And the only thing your opponent can do is banish him. So opponent, he has a dimensional prison. But we don't have to attack. We just use the effect, destroy Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, so we can use the warrior returning alive next turn. Okay, we miss. We don't attack here either, playing around a dimensional prison. I was right on that. And now we have even Fusion Recovery, a +1 in the stack. So Destiny End. Oh, and this is why I play Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, because we play trade-ins 3 off, and we play Destiny Draw, and if you hit them with Diamond Dude, you don't have to pay the cost next turn. You activate the effect without paying the cost, so next turn we are going to draw 2. So yeah, this deck, like you see, we are on turn 7, so I believe this is our 4th turn, and we have already so much engraved. Thinned our deck so much, Pot of Adder is super alive. We have backup, we have a Miracle Fusion, we have Fusion Recovery to go +1. We can make another Destiny End Dragoon. So yeah, here I think I got a little bit greedy. Yeah, I attacked instead of using the effect again. So now he's banished. But I think I did this because I knew I can just make the next one. Our opponent, he finally got his little quick draw combo going. So he will make Drill Warrior this turn. Hit over the Destiny hero. And then pitch one of these dead Dark World Lightnings in his hand. We draw a lure here, which isn't live, but we can activate from grave from the Prisma, the Destiny draw. And you see a lot of drawings going on. So if you... Let's slow this down a bit. We used this from the graveyard. Then I think we used the Fusion Recovery to get another card. We used used that in conjunction with Allure to banish the Plasma, draw even more. And right, now how did we even get to this? Wait, I have to see myself. Then, yeah, right. Polymerization, attack, and he drops scores, which is, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Still has his Drill Warrior. So now he gets going. Now he gets final first discard. But Absolute Zero clears his board. And he tries to draw something, but it's already too late. He sets a fake back row. The boy is back. I'm not sure if I attacked here. Go for Stratos. Boss normal summon in this deck. Another Fusion Recovery. So we just attack here because we have so many cards and he hasn't. We have 2 Miracle Fusions, which we could use. Drill Warrior comes back. He has a Pot of Avarice, so there's his chance to make a comeback. He goes into battle phase, runs over our Stratos. Discards, puts up some defense, but yeah, all these cards are not really live. Like, yeah, he can make more tokens to stall out the game a little bit. But with all these fake back row, and now we have Destiny, don't hit here, but it doesn't matter, so we don't draw the Dogma next turn. Yeah, we just go white here. Then 3+1 from the Fusion Recovery. I believe he adds back Dandy to try to survive. Sees if he can hit something of the card destruction. We don't even care. Goes into this one, but it doesn't matter because, yeah, I think I would have kept, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter. He fills his grave to use another Pot of Avarice. Draws into Gale, makes this one small, but like I said, Destiny End Dragoon, he makes burn damage with this effect, so we just win. We rematch the same dude. And let's go over this a little bit quicker. Yeah, these are not us. Here we go. So this one is already combo, because this is Stratos. Stratos searches a water. We don't even have to search a water because we have 2 of these. We get a fusion. Now all we do is thin our deck in the hope to draw a fusion recovery, but he has the bottomless to banish our Stratos. We make Destiny End Dragoon. He puts up big wall. And let's see, Drill is live for him. Clears the Destiny End, but if he doesn't banish the Destiny End, then it will just come back. There he is. Diamond Dude unfortunately doesn't hit. Now it will get run over. We have a Miracle Fusion. Is it live? It is live, but I don't want to use it here because I don't want to banish my Destiny heroes because we still have 2 fodder. He just attacks us directly. Has a Miracle set. A Mirror Force, sorry. We make a second Destiny End. We don't even bother with attacking. He attacks us direct again and he has a lot of card advantage. So, will we win this match? And not only showcasing wins. Small spoiler. Big Miracle Fusion. And this is where I messed up. Like, if I had used the Heavy Storm here, we probably would have won. Because, as you said, okay, now we can't see it no more. But I think 2 Destiny Ends, 1 Absolute Zero, and don't even know what the other guy was. So I was just greedy because his back row last game, it was so fake. And yeah, so we lost, but I think we could have won this. So yeah. But I wanted to, if I showcase decks, I want to show a bit of their weaknesses as well. So let's have a look at an older version of the deck, because this is the version that first inspired me. Maybe I already made some changes to this, but this is a list I found in a E3 Yu-Gi-Oh video, and this is quite different from the list that I built. Because as you saw, this one is still, or as you will see, this one is still on Diva, and this one is on Summoner's Monk. I mean, Summoner's Monk is nice to get to Stratos, but with all the drawing that we have and with all the, how's it called, the searchers, reinforcement for the army and e-call. Yeah, now we are on Diva. And also what I don't like about this deck is that we don't really have a way to pitch Malicious efficiently. Like, all we can do is make a Brian Neck. So now our opponent, he is going off. He is going to make these big zombie combos, sets up his graveyard to make it dead. Then what else? Plague, Thought Ruler. He's doing all of this just to get Ghost. And yeah, he recovers some life points. But at this point, yeah, things are not looking too good. We go into Diva, get the Spined Gillman, crash to clear the board. Now we recover life points. He has a Mirror Force, which is kind of a good top deck for him, but we don't overcommit. Like, I kept this in hand for this exact reason. Another good top deck from him, but now, yeah, the boss is back. Destiny End Dragoon, we can just attack here. Pyramid Turtle, I don't even give him the draw, because why attack when we can just do this? We could have used Summoner Monk and attacked, but as you've seen, then you would have gotten the search, so always play it a little bit more conservative. If you're this far ahead, or maybe not this far ahead, but in a top deck situation, if you're on the lead, take the lead and carry it home. So, what else do we have? We have this one is a little bit on the shorter side. Swap and play. Okay, against Light Swan. So, yeah, I show you how fast this deck can be. Get a fusion. Get the Stratos search for the other piece, because we already have one water. Make both of them, just attack. I attacked with absolute zero, because if he had... How's it called? Sorry, the English names sometimes they slip. Honest. If he had honest, yeah, we would have gotten rid of it, because he had to use it kinda, and then absolute zero would have cleared his monster anyway, and Destiny End Dragoon could have attacked. So let's continue. Diamond Dude, Fusion Recovery, really good hit from Diamond Dude, and that's just game. So yeah, this deck can be really, really fast. Now we're up against, I don't even know what this is, but it plays a lot of broken stuff. I think it's kind of like a light aggro banish. You will see. We make both our big guys turn 1, and we get punished immediately. So maybe don't overextend, because he got this one, used it on our absolute zero, and then absolute zero blew up to Destiny End Dragoon. But as we know, Destiny End Dragoon just has to banish one and comes back. Now we gold suck, tech that I just added recently, because gold sucking for fusion recovery is really good. Destiny End Dragoon is back. We just used the effect, don't attack. He drops Gauss on us. This is funny, because you barely ever see Gauss being dropped with the burn effect, but he does. And we miracle fusion out an absolute zero, because I'm a little bit worried. I'm on 1300 LP. He has quite some cards. We know that he's on honest. Yeah, okay, honest. If he's on honest and he has something like another Cyber Dragon, we would be dead anyway. So yeah, I got this one out just to have a bit more resistance, more protection on the board. But he doesn't really have anything. We just use this don't attack in case this is Mirror Force, and then yeah, fusion recovery, and he just surrenders. His top deck would be DD Warrior Lady, but we had an interdimensional Meta Transporter, really good card as well. We could have used this to protect our Destiny End Dragoon. We could have used it on Absolute Zero to blow up his board right Geki style. And yeah, 3 more matches to go over. This one was against the Machina deck, and this one was kind of funny, because you learn something if you're playing machines at the end of this one. Here I was still on Sangan to get to the King of Swamps a bit faster, because having access, like King of Swamp in this deck is really nice, because you can use it as a water, but you can also pitch it to get to Polymerization. So it says whatever you need is kind of like a Swift Army knife. Is that how you say it? So yeah, that's something also really good about this card. So continue. Like you said, we are just making pluses, we are drawing, we are searching. He gets to his... Yeah, I don't agree with this one. Like, he could have... Wait, pause. If he pitched... Even if he pitched Fortress for Fortress, then equipped, he could have crashed into... No, he couldn't, right? He could have equipped with 2. Can you equip with 2 Union monsters? Yeah, you can, right? Okay, yeah, so if he would have summoned a Fortress, equipped it with both gear frames, then crash into the Absolute Zero, so one for gear frame gets destroyed to protect, then the effect goes through the other gear frame, and then he still has 1 Fortress left, so that's probably what I would have done there. But yeah, don't really know why our opponent did this. Maybe, did he? No. Maybe he could even... No, he can... If he would have searched Gear Town, Zap on Gear Town, the other one, the big one, then summon Fortress. Equip one to the Fortress, one to the other big dude, use limiter removal. That might have been... Is it enough? 6,000 plus 5,000, 11,000 minus 3,3. Yeah, that should have been enough. So our opponent here had game, but he, yeah, kind of missed it. So we could have lost this game, one must admit. But did we still lose it? Woodsman, another tag that I was on. Here our opponent gets greedy and he's like, yeah, what are people setting? Hamsters, Rykos. Tries to run over to his Ancient Gear Beast. I mean, it probably was correct in case it was one of these cards, then it would have been negated by the Gear Beast, so maybe it wasn't that greedy, but Hamster, Raikou, all this stuff doesn't really make sense, but he saw Sangan, so yeah, I can't blame him. And now we missed it. Our opponents, I hope you saw it, he left Fortress and Cyber Dragon on field and we just used it to summon it to Chimera tech. Okay, 2 more to go over, and here our opponent was on a funny deck as well. Because you'll see he's on insects. We're searching, we're drawing. Like, when I'm doing all this pitching and searching, I always try to get to Polymerization first, and then I try to get to Fusion Recovery. So before I will use stuff like Destiny Draw, I will always go for Stratos first, go for E-Call first, and all the stuff. If I need a fusion, I go for King of the Swamp first to thin out our deck, to make it more likely to get off the to hit the draw cards, to hit a fusion recovery. Yeah, I think that's the main one. That's the main one you're digging for. Pot of Everest can be nice as well. It's sometimes Miracle Fusion. But yeah, so always thin out your deck first and then draw. And here, this is really interesting. He goes for Flying Kamakiri and makes the Underground Arcanite. It's so rare that you see it, and it just worked out because he just steals the Absolute Zero. He doesn't have to destroy it, he steals it. So yeah, really nice play from our opponent. I love this. It's a really good, cool deck concept, and insects is something I want to do a build myself. So yeah, we go for our big boy Destiny End Dragoon, use the effect, and now the Absolute Zero clears up his board, do some big burn damage as well. Our opponent, he has Neuroforce, he has Labor. We don't attack, we just do this, and now he soul releases us. I don't know if this was game 2 or 3. Here he tries to Mirror Force us, but we have the Interdimensional Meta Transporter because I believe our deck is empty of Destiny Heroes. Yeah, he cleared them all with the soul release. So it's like, okay, let's keep this. Like, we don't know what these back rows are, and they aren't that live. Here's the Laywire, so he destroys it anyway. We go for a Pot of Everest, but he stops it with Transmigration. Now we have Miracle Fusion for Absolute Zero. We draw a bunch. And here I don't even know if I had to do this, but we just blow up his board because I think putting him at 2. Right. And yeah, we have stuff in the graveyard. We had a trade in. Even if we wouldn't have drawn Dogma, we could have just used the Warrior Returning Alive to get... Maybe not, because we just banished the Plasma. But yeah, we could have opted to not summon Dogma this turn, keep the Plasma Engrave, get it back, pitch it to trade in, and then we would have drawn these 2. I don't know if that would have been better. If we would have used the effect of Diamond Dude, we would have fit an Emergency Call. Yeah. So I think what we did here is correct. Just go for the Dogma play. And not Dogma, End Dragoon, and we drew a Dogma anyway. So yeah, we win this one. Second and last match against the Insect Cute, and we got a swap because we are the main characters here. Yeah, so let's see, Diamond Dude. He's getting summoned. Absolute Zero is getting summoned. he sets up again. Goes over skill drain. Skill drain is another thing that you can run, because this one is not affected by skill drain because it activates in the grave. Destiny End Dragoon can't use its effect to destroy no more, but it comes back in the grave too. So skill drain, you're making all these big monsters. The only thing that you have to look out for is that you resolve your Stratos first, which in this case we hadn't, but we established a board, we had Miracle Fusion, so another card that gets us back to absolute 0, which is live under skill drain. So yeah, that's something I was doing here. Heavy Storm, he uses both of his back row. Fusion Recovery, did we hit this off Diamond Dude? I believe. So we just make these again. And I think, what did this hit? The E-Call, right. So we can use the E-Call from Grave, from the Diamond Dude, and now we have Rota, we have this one, we have Polymerization, I use it to destroy, and yeah. Our opponent wasn't dead yet, so maybe it was a bit early to surrender, but looking at his hand, I mean, maybe there would have been top decks that would have saved him, but yeah, this is we could either use these two to make another 0 and blow up his board, or we just go for the second 0, but clearing 2 zeros is also pretty difficult, even, especially in this top deck situation. So these are the replays. Let's look at the deck list. So this is my current deck list. As you see, I'm running 6 of them. Why am I running 6 of them? Because we want to draw fast. We need to get to our polymerization. Yeah, that's the main thing. Without polymerization, nothing is happening in this deck. So yeah, we're drawing fast. 6 of these allows us to play 3 trade-ins, 1 Destiny draw. Also life is Diamond Dude. Diamond Dude can be searched with Reinforcement and Stratos. Stratos can also get us to these. I have 1 Warrior returning alive. I was on 2 for a long time, but I cut it down to 1. This one with each of these engrave makes all of these draw traps live again. 3 Upstart Goblins for more consistency. You see a lot of spells, a lot of normal spells, so a lot of good targets for Destiny Hero Diamond Dude. Diamond Dude, trade-in, broken. It's a +2, because we don't have to pay the cost. Diamond Dude, Fusion Recovery. Fusion Recovery is a +1. Destiny Draw Trade-in, this one just is a +1 of Destiny. And no, this is actually, is it a plus? No, it's a +2. You get to use, yeah, it's a +2. This one is still a +1. Yeah, right. So this is a +1, this is a +2, this is a +2 as well, because we get to use this card for free and we get 2 cards, so yeah. This one is usable, this one is a +, so yeah, Diamond Dude, you get the point. And then 1 interdimensional Nether Transporter to protect your Destiny End Dragoon from being banished by Chaos, by all the stuff. You can use this on Absolute 0 as well to blow up their board, and then it just comes back in the end phase. Side deck, I think the most interesting thing I want to mention is Phantom of Chaos, because Phantom of Chaos, if you have a Destiny Hero Plasma in the graveyard, you can use it to steal an opponent's monster. And then it also gets the name of Plasma. So you can steal a monster, then fusion it off for Destiny End Dragoon. So if you have like a Dogma in hand. So yeah, that's definitely something you can do. Also allows you to get over Vanity's Fiend. So that is why I have this in. Yeah, speaking of Vanity's Fiend, I don't know if I want to go into the weaknesses of this deck yet, but Oppression, Vanity's Fiend, these cards are really bad. Like, the only thing saving this a little bit is, Side and Space Typhoon, and then we draw really fast. So yeah, getting to Heavy and to Space Typhoon is possible. Royal Decree, also a really broken card this deck can run. Skill Drain, as I said. This one, another tech to hit over, so we can just run over the Vanity's Fiend, but it probably should be like, I don't know, Smashing Ground, maybe even Lightning Vortex, because having to attack the Vanity's Fiend if they have the Deep Prison, so then it doesn't work out, so then we have to wait for the next hero. I don't know. This one, really interesting card as well. Negate the activation of an effect monster, spell, or trap card that targets the cards in the graveyard and destroy it. So we can protect our Destiny End Dragoon from Crow, from Soul Release, from Transmigration Prophecy. We can also use this on opponents' Pot of Avarices or other cards they use on their graveyard. So yeah, I kind of want to have 2 in the side deck. But I don't really know what to cut, because Solemn Judgment is also really good to game 2 to make sure your plays go through. It is an answer to Royal Oppression and Vanity's Fiend, so yeah, really good card as well. And Cyber Dragon, you can send it with Elemental Hero Prisma and then takes the name of Cyber Dragon. So if you're against machines, side in these 2, side in Phantom of Chaos. So if Cyber Dragon is in the graveyard, you can also banish it and make this card be a Cyber Dragon, so yeah. Also, Phantom of Chaos, before I forget, you can obviously copy the really good effect of Destiny End Dragoon as well, but then you have to banish him from the graveyard, which, yeah, so that's kind of niche. Destiny, yeah. So besides Plasma, maybe Diamond Dude, Phantom of Chaos isn't that good, so maybe this is the card that you need to cut at another hero's rule. I don't know. I show you how this deck draws. So, as you see, because the replays, obviously they are probably more of the hype matches, and sometimes you break on this deck. So that's the harsh truth. Like, this deck is not tier 0, even though it has Absolute Zero and Dragoon and all this broken stuff. So what you do here, because this card can only search Polymerization, you want to get it first, so that you don't draw another make your chance to draw another one more slim. So this is Destiny End Dragoon. You can see what else do we draw. Stratos, even better. So this immediately summon Stratos, get maybe get an Ocean, get Absolute Zero. We can pitch this for another Polymerization, make a Destiny End Dragoon next turn. We can protect our mons. So yeah, really good hand. This one is combo as well. See this immediately. I'll show you. You always search first before you start drawing. You always search first. And I would even pitch this. We don't even have to go for a water here, because we have 2 waters in hand. Can go for the Dogma. So yeah, now what I would do here, I wouldn't go for End Dragoon immediately, because I really want to dig to my Fusion Recovery and I don't want to get stuck with a trade in hand. So I would use this to get 1 Polymerization. Then I would pitch... doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter, you don't summon these anyway. There's a slim chance that you go for Plasma. Okay, if this would have been a Dogma, really good. Now I could have Upside Goblin first. Maybe it would have been a bit better. Now I would go for, where's the Fusion Recovery? To get, because Fusion Recovery with Stratos, that's really broken. That's the good stuff. And now we draw 1 more. And another Polymerization. So I would use this so that the Stratos doesn't run over, because we want this fusion off. Because in 2 turns we're getting to the Fusion Recovery, which will give us a Stratos and a Polymerization. So we can search any target, get a Polymerization, can make another Absolute Zero. We can make, because we already have these, we can make a Dragoon. So yeah, 2 turns. If our opponent, he will probably need at least 1 turn to get rid of the Zero. Then we have to survive another turn, which kind of works out too, because we're going to draw Upstart and to E-Call. We have a Polymerization, so we can... we could go for a water, like Ocean here. Then make another Absolute Zero, keep 1 Plasma. Then we get back the Stratos and the Polymerization, summon the Stratos, get a Dogma and make Destiny End Dragoon, so this hand works as well. So as you see, this deck can break, but it is surprisingly consistent. This deck, this hand, absolute broken, because I show you what this does. Yeah, we have everything in this hand. Okay, what? I don't even know what to gold suck for here. Probably, maybe Meta Transporter, or either Meta Transporter or another Fusion Recovery. Because Fusion Recovery, it's kind of always live once you had your first Fusion going off. So what we do here is we go for this. This hand is so freaking good. We go for Dogma. Then we activate this, get a Polymerization. Then we Fusion Summon off. It's important to use Stratos for Fusion Summons. And yeah, now we have Absolute Zero. And we can use the Fusion Recovery. Add back these two cards. And as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one is gold sucked, so if you count this, we are already on 6 cards. So plus minus 0 in card advantage. Whip, an absolute 0 on field. And next turn we get another +1. And we can Fusion Summon again. So come on. That's really, really hype. That's really, really good. And that's what I love about this deck. Okay. This hand, I think this is the first dead hand. We can still go for stuff like this. Yeah, now we have to, what we have to try is to thin out our deck. I would probably hold these Stratos, let them deal with the Prisma, but if you're going second, this hand is really not good, so you probably will lose the skin. We could send an Ocean, but no, can we use? I don't even... Yeah, okay, right. I had now I've got confused myself. I was on 1 Ocean, 1 Bubbleman before, and I think I go back to this. There's a reason why I changed it, but I forgot to go back. I'll show you some tech options in a second. So yeah, we thin out our deck, and then next turn we get Miracle Fusion. So if they cleared, we can at least make an absolute 0. Warrior turning, okay, yeah. So you see, it takes some time to get to this. So this hand, probably not it. You're probably going to lose this game. So let's go for 2 more hands to show you the consistency. This hand, okay, this hand we have to use to search. I would risk it here. I hope that we can get to thin out our deck, get the big conversion, and thin out our deck. Now I would go for Dogma, because I want to use Fusion Recovery with Stratos, because that's the source, and then we can go for Destiny End Dragoon later. So most of the time I lead with Absolute 0, especially if I have Stratos, and then I go for Destiny End Dragoon a bit later. So yeah, so I would get 1 Ocean here. We also, maybe, how's it called, Destiny Diamond Dude would have been an option to discard it with Destiny Draw, in case we get a trade in here. Yeah, but we got lucky, never punished, because we can add this back, activate the trade in. And we missed. What can I say? We could use this to protect Stratos until next turn, and that would work out. So I probably would go for it, because our chances of hitting, yeah, there's a lot of cards we could hit, and like 2 trade-ins. Okay, 3 upstarts, so they have 24 cards left. Trade-ins would help, Dark Allure would help, 3 King of the Swamps, 3 Fusion, Polymerizations, 1, don't even know how to search for the Polymerization, so 10 cards. And probably there are even more cards that could get to it. Maybe not. Yeah, I think these are the 10 cards, so I probably would have risked it. to protect these Stratos to go for the Fusion Recovery play later. Yeah, and we could have used it to make an absolute zero, then we get Fusion Recovery on the next turn, we get a Stratos back, get another search. Okay, last hand. This one, yeah. This one is combo as well. Stratos gets to the ocean, I would say, because that makes Miracle Fusion live as well. And now we draw after we did some deck thinning. We get it Plasma, so we could go for Dragoon as well, but I wouldn't do so here because I'm always hoping to hit the... Maybe Dragoon would be better. Game 1, Dragoon would probably be better, but Game 2, if they have Graveyard Hate, I would definitely go for Absolute Zero. Yeah, because I always want to get to the Fusion Recoveries, but as you see, they are really late. But we have Allure, we have Goldsark. This one, either it hits the Fusion Recovery or it digs one card deeper. This one thins a bit, this one draws one. This one can thin a bit. These two, and draw two. Yeah, this one would thin, so you're getting faster to it than you think, even in worse or in bad cases. So yeah, so you see, the deck isn't perfect. It has the potential to break, but it is, for what it does, it is really consistent. Right. One Miracle Fusion, one Warrior Returning Alive. I was on more of them, but these are bricks in your opening hand, so I cut them to one. One Pot of Avarice, because this deck goes to all these zeros so fast, and oftentimes I run out of absolute zeros to summon, so having a Pot of Avarice is really nice to get these boys back into the extra deck. And as you saw with all this pitching and searching, yeah, you're getting your Pot of Avarice live really fast. Last but not least, I want to showcase you some options. What else you can do? You can run Debris Dragon, because Debris Dragon, yeah, can be used on King of the Swamp to blow up their field with Rose Dragon. You can also go the Sparkman route, because Sparkman makes a lot of fusions. Like most of these fusions you see down here are made with Sparkman. And this one does a lot of damage, gets really big, and this one destroys a card, but you have to pitch. So yeah, with Sparkman, you're always really flexible in your fusions, but usually Absolute Zero and Destiny End Dragoon are just the best fusions. So I cut it because it's most of the times it's not worth it to even go for a Sparkman fusion, in my opinion. Like, obviously there are cases because you have so many options, but for the max consistency, it's also, yeah, it can't be pitched with any card. For like Trade in Destiny, Draw, Allure, it's not a target for all of these cards, so I don't personally go this way. You can go this way, but then I would kind of modify the deck. Then I would also run, where is it? Where's the Woodsman? Do you see it? Have I forgotten it? I've forgotten the Woodsman, have I? Woodsman. Yeah. Then I would also go Woodsman, and I would go Defusion. Defusion is another really good card you see in these fusion lists, because if you use Defusion on your Absolute Zero, it's, first of all, it's a plus minus, or it's yeah, neutral, because you get your materials back. So you use the Defusion, you get rid of Absolute Zero, but you get 2 cards. Then the Absolute Zero blows up their board. It's a quick spell, so you can use this in your opponent's turn. And then you first get Stratos, yeah, which gets summoned, and Stratos searches even if it's special summoned, so you go +1. And then you go for Woodman or for Ocean, which add back something in the Stamper phase, and that's another +2. So if you're going for the more conventional elemental hero fusion route, Defusion is your yeah, your tech card. And I saw a video on this recently. I'll probably link the video in the description. Really cool deck. Forgot the name of the creator, but yeah, I'll link it for you and then you can have a look at it. Anything else? Like I said, malicious, I showcased this shortly. You can go with malicious, even Diva, Plague to have access to some synchro plays. Always add some resistance to your deck. Phantom of Chaos, I already said Summoner Monk gets you to Stratos, but you can't use the Summoner Monk, so it kinda is a -1 in that case. Yeah, and we have a lot of ways to get to Stratos anyway, so I personally cut it. It's another Allure target, so there's merit to that. Maybe you can run one Summoner Monk over one Destiny Hero Diamond Dude, but Diamond Dude, like I said, there's so many good targets in the deck, so I don't know. Yeah, Necro Shade, Blade Edge are kind of for these. This one is another target for Summoner Monk. These two. This one you can use to make Destiny End Dragoon, because Destiny End Dragoon, he only has to be fusion. Where is he? Yeah, Destiny End Dragoon, wait, let's get to this. No, I missed it again. Here we go. A fusion summon of this card can only be done with the above fusion materials, but you can cheat it out other ways. So you can always, or also get it back with Call of the Haunted. Yeah, and then there are other options. You could run a little bit more defense. I just put it bottomless here, but Torrential, Neuroforce, all this stuff could work as well. But in turbo decks, I would forgo the defense and just focus on the turbo aspects. This one and this one, they can be used. Like this one is really good with Ocean, Woodman, and Stratos, because yeah, you get to these at the end of the battle phase. This one can work as well, but most of the times my guys don't even get to run over, but like they get deep prison, bottomless. I fusion summon them off, so Raiko, Chaos, all this stuff. So yeah, and it's dead in your starting hand, so I didn't include this. Salvage is another way. When you go for the Diva route, it gets you back your King of the Swamp, but then again, once you run out of polymerizations in your main deck, King of the Swamp gets a lot worse. So definitely we have Fusion recovery. This one has to get run over to get polymerization back, and yeah, kind of dead in your opening hand. Another water. So yeah, these are some options. Yeah, this one to get Dragoon back when it got banished. It's also another really interesting tech choice, but then it doesn't work with the rest of your deck. So I don't know if it's worth it. Future Fusion, for me it's too slow. That was why I didn't play it, but you could use it. Some deck thinning going on. And then Super Polymerization would be another really, really, really interesting sideboard card, because you can use it to fusion summon your opponent's monsters. Yeah, 2 Cyber Dragons if that ever comes up. A Cyber Dragon plus 1 or more machine monsters. So against machines, this one's also a really good card. Yeah, if they are on frogs, you can use one of your heroes with one of their frogs. Break a do block that way. If they are on 2 Geminis, yeah, the Gemini deck, it's kinda dead. And Giga Vice doesn't usually make 2 Giga plans too often, but could be used on this. Also, this is spell speed 4, so your opponent can't even solve on this. Is there anything else we can make? 3 Death Frogs, if that ever comes up for you. I mean, there's the deck that summons 3 Death Frogs, so yeah. So yep, Super Polymerization. Maybe I should re-include this in my side deck, because I had it in the side for the longest time, but didn't really felt that good, because you have to discard. Usually you have to use one of your monsters as well, and then it only hits specific targets. Yeah, but as I said, against machines it's really good, but only with Cyber Dragon. And if you have Cyber Dragon, you blow up their field anyway, and they usually don't go for Cyber Dragon and the machine. So yeah, I don't know. I'm I'm conflicted on this card. Okay, yeah, I think these are the options. And last but not least, I want to tell you my honest opinion about this deck. I think it's kind of rogue tier. It can do a lot of stuff, but it bricks too often. Even if it doesn't brick, if your opponent plays a deck like Gladiator Beast or something, if they can punish your big play, if you fusion summon, it's always a -2 because you use 3 materials, get 1 guy, if they just bottomless it. Yeah, that's a big problem. So yeah, maybe Trap Stance is another card you should consider. So yeah. So yeah, the deck also it lacks defense itself. Like you don't have access to Bottomless or Torrential or Mirror Force or all this good stuff. So that's another problem. So even though it's so fast and Turbo's out, 2 broken boss monsters, I think the easiest of all the decks they currently are. Maybe there are some decks who get to absolute 0 even faster. Okay, that's possible, but Destiny End Dragoon, I think that's the deck if you want to summon Destiny End Dragoon. Yeah. So, and Destiny End Dragoon has the same problem because graveyard hate is quite common. That hurts Destiny End Dragoon as well. Kaiku is another card that I considered for the side deck, which we could add here. So yeah, maybe you can cook something with it. Maybe you can go somewhere with this deck. Let's go back to the deck list. And then next week, I'm not sure yet. I will... Oh no, that was from the last video. Arcanite, Turbo 2, no, where is it? Should find it. See, a lot of decks I've built. Where is it? There. This is my Stratos build. Just want, like, I didn't update this after a time, but this was more similar to what the deck was looking like a few weeks ago. Side deck wasn't updated there as well. But yeah, this is the list I found personally optimal. Yeah, next week I will make another top 10 video, and I'm not sure yet, because we had really good boss monsters here, but we also had a really good consistent +1 that's usually never used. So either I make a top 10 best boss monster in Edison format, or I will make top 10 most consistent +1s in Edison format. I'm not decided yet. If you have a preference for any of these videos, let me know in the comments, or if somebody already typed it down, leave a like on that comment. And maybe not maybe, this will probably influence my decision, what you guys want to see more, because in the end, I'm making these videos for you. So, and speaking of that, if you don't want to miss the next video, and after that, I'm showcasing a crazy deck with Give and Take, or probably a bunch of decks utilizing Give and Take, because this card is really funny. And these decks are they're a bit jank, but they can be really, really spooky. Give and Take, like they are. Spoiler alert. This guy is a really, really good conversion of Give and Take. And what else? And this one is also 2/5 burn. That can be spicy. So yeah, if you don't want to miss this, consider subscribing. It would mean the world to me. I have a lot of fun building all these decks and showcasing them to you. And the more people see my creations and maybe have fun with those lists as well, the happier I get. So I hope I see you in the next videos. Bye.